Hey guys, Iissham here, and today we're going to be talking about a topic that I've been frequently asked about, and that is Resto Shaman fun in BFA, and most importantly, is Resto Shaman going to be viable in its current state right now? So I think we're going to touch on the first part, which I think a lot of you would agree is probably the most important, and is Resto Shaman fun in BFA. So I haven't really been playing that much WoW lately after the PvP season was over for Legion. Just been taking a little break, but I have been messing around on the BFA in the past, and I have been on, here and there doing like RPGs and stuff like that with Alex. But what I do want to say is Resto Shaman fun compared to Legion. Yes, I think this iteration of Resto Shaman is a lot more enjoyable than we've actually had in a long time. And why, you may be asking? I think it comes down to utility, what we're able to provide for our team and stuff. And a couple of big things that we owe this change in form to the kind of the Resto Shaman is we get Capacitor Totem back. Yeah, not Lightning Surge, Capacitor. They changed the name back, which I like. And so we get that baseline first of all. So no more having to choose between like when we had it Voodoo Totem and like roots and stuff like that. So it's baseline, we get a stun, which is really good. So it just opens us up to being able to do more things. And if you look here, what's that? Earth Grab. So we have a stun that's pretty good, and we also have roots if we want, which I think is an awesome change. It allows us to do more things, opens us up to, it really allows us to kind of do more as a Resto Shaman, where in Legion all we really could do was just like, if you're playing with a Destro Warlock, just like sit back, turtle, and maybe occasionally like stun something or root something or whatever. So I think this is going to be a lot more enjoyable. And not only that, so we have cap baseline, which is awesome. And another thing we get baseline is, well, bam, this beautiful, beautiful thing right here. What is that? Tremor Totem. Now this Tremor Totem, I'm pretty sure it works the same way it did in WoD, which I'm super excited about, because the Tremor Totem in WoD had to be one of my favorite skill capped abilities that I just love doing, being able to like pre-Tremor Fears and stuff like that. Super, super fun. And yeah, you can just really set your team up for success. So there's already, with those two things, there's a lot more we can do as a Shaman, which I'm really excited about. What else? So they have changed up a couple things here, so like we can also go back to Cloudburst, which is cool. But so those couple things already, like Shaman is looking like it's in a good state. And now we'll kind of discuss talent choices as well, because we're touching on variation and whatnot. So what's really cool about Resto Shaman right now is that it seems like we have a lot of viable builds depending on like the certain situation. Like all these, like so many of these talents are actually viable, which is really cool. Because in Legion, we were stuck with like one or two viable things, and you basically had to stick with like one spec the whole entire like season or whatever, which wasn't really fun. The only variation you could really do in Legion was maybe switching out Electrocute for grounding and like playing Ancestral Guidance or Torrent or something like that. So which is not very exciting, but like starting so far in this pre-patch, like all of these three are viable. Like the healing from Unleashed Life is already way better, so that can make it a little more exciting. And then the second tree, like we don't have to pick Earthshield, like Earthshield's super good. But maybe against a team that purges a lot, you can play Echo of the Element, which is still really, really good. And then this tier over here, you can make your cap a shorter cooldown, which is cool. You can play Roots, like I was talking about earlier. You can play like a tanky Spear Wolf, which I'll talk more about. And then yeah, like the choices go on, and there's not just like one spec that's just like set in stone. Now, as BFA actually comes out and we hit max level, we'll probably get a couple of specs that are, going to be really like fleshed out and are going to be optimal for Resto Shaman PvP. But we already have so much diversity, and if we go to the PvP talents, which I'm super excited about as well, we get so much choice. Like no more do we have to choose between like Electrocute and Grounding Totem. So like how they're doing the Resto Shaman class here, they're just giving it so much variation, like depending on your playing style. Like if you're playing against a melee team or something like that, you know, you could go like roots, and then you can go, if you have nothing to ground, you can play like electrocute, or if it's like some crazy team, like, I don't know, like Resto Druid X Spellcaster, you could play like electrocute and grounding totem, so that way you can still be offensive and like doing damage and having that extra stop, which I think is super cool. And yeah, there's just like so many different specs that I'll talk about. But the one I've been messing around with right now is the Rippling Waters, Electrocute, Spectral Recovery, and these are my talents right here. Which is a fun thing. I should probably be playing grounding or something right now. But so this is what I've basically been running. So it's nice, like you have cap, you have roots. Earthen Wall was Earthen Shield previously. This is just a pretty cool spec, and I really like Cloudburst. I was a big fan of it in WoD because it's a pretty cool mechanic. If you're doing like a lot of overhealing or something like that, you can really benefit from Cloudburst. And yeah, and like it's harder to die like 100-0 in stuns because you get Nature's Guardian back, which is really cool. Because like a lot of Shaman comps were gimped in Legion because you'd face like RMP, and no matter what you did, you have Earth Shield on yourself, you start Ghost Wolf form, and you literally just get 100-0. Like that's it. You can't do anything. Even if you're Oracle Ant, you get 100-0. You like literally just can't live the stun with the most peels in the world from your team. So yeah, but there's like so many different things you can do. Like on the beta, I was messing around with a Spirit Wolf build, which is Spirit Wolf, and then it's Spectral Recovery. And what's really cool about that is, if you're going up against 2 melee, you can literally just like keep Earth Shield up on yourself, go Wolf, and then your Ghost Wolf that reduces damage by 20% and increases your movement speed by 20%. And not only that, so while you are in Ghost Wolf, going 60% movement speed, and you take 20% reduced damage, or 30%, I'm not sure if these two stack or not. And then you're also being healed 3% of your health every 2 seconds, which is like so much fun. And if like you have a decent team that just like slows the DPS, like it's gonna be like almost impossible to kill you. And I was just having a lot of fun with that. So yeah, it's like, it seems like, I'll kind of like try to wrap this part up. It seems like there's, and like we kind of crossed into, is Shaman fun and is it viable? I'll just try to answer that really quickly right now. Is Shaman fun? Yes, it is, because we have so many different options that we could play. So is Shaman viable? Yes, Shaman is viable, just solely because all the options we have. It seems like for almost every matchup we can change our spec to fit that matchup and to fit our playing style, which is really good. So I do think Resto Shamans are in a good spot. The only thing that I could see being kind of problematic is they kind of reverted the CS nerf for Shaman. So if you get locked down, like you do have to cast a lot, like you've always had to be able to do. And yeah, if you start getting punished, like it just puts more emphasis on juking again. So like if you get locked out, you could very well like lose a game. Like that's totally a possibility. But so you just have to be aware of that. So I don't know how the BFA season is going to like progress. I don't know if it's going to be an issue like it was in Legion. But yeah, overall Shaman, like they're able to do so much healing. They have lots of utility again for their team, which is super awesome. They're not just like kind of like dampening, not even like a dampening healer, but just like sitting in the back, casting healing waves all game. You are actually able to do things, which is fun. And now that we only have, do have one charge of tidal waves, you do get to use Healing Surge a lot more on your teammates, because honestly, like Healing Wave is like a 2.4 second cast without tidal waves. And if your teammate's like dying, it's not going to be worth it to cast that instead of casting a Healing Surge, which basically heals for the same amount. So as of right now, I do think Resto Shaman is in a good spot. It's not OP, it's not like over the top, but it is in a good spot, and it is a lot of fun, which is good. So I'm happy we got some abilities back. You know, we lost Gust of Wind, or Gust of Air, whatever the heck it was called. But honestly, what we got in exchange for that, I think was totally worth it. So yeah, I hope that helped answer your guys' question. Maybe I'll do a more in-depth talent overview in the future. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like, just so you guys get an idea of how Resto Shaman healing is, I'll show you some footage from a like 2500 MMR RPG game. Like, my team was only like 1900, but we went up against a 2500 like team. And I ended up topping the charts of healing, and yeah, it was a good game, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you're new to the channel, remember to like and subscribe, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. How funny would that be if we fucking beat these retards? Rick James, I know this guy. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's Ray. Could be wrong though. I got beamed. Still rooted. Alex, I thought you said boom over OB.
Okay.
And this is probably the easiest game I've ever healed so far. It literally is, though. Weird.
They're literally just like shooting at us. I don't even know like what you're saying.
Literally not, though. Look at our health.
Yeah, we're fucking all dying.
Why not? We're literally all topped.
Okay, he got top. It looks like they're gonna get mid. Oh, we're alliance, right? Yeah, we got this too.
Okay,
We just have to live. I bet.
Oh, Link. Oh, they got it.
Yeah, I told you, we were dying.
I'm dead, probably. Fuck. Dude, our healers are doing so much fucking healing compared to their team. But, dude, their whole entire, dude, they have the top 5 DPS right now though in the RPG, so we probably lose.
Yeah, they're all boomkins, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Okay. Go for lava again?
Yeah, probs.
Don't Windwalkers have like a fucking like 10-second fucking distinguishing?
No, fucking Windwalkers like suck.
No, they definitely do. Grapple up and again. Kill this guy. Boom, kicked him. Dude, your pet. I topped it.
Try to find.
Yo, these boomies actually do a fuck ton of damage.
Facing high warlords, lol.
Stun stuns. Here, Volley Bear. Yeah, you should do okay. Yeah, this RPG is probably a loss. Not though.
It's a loss.
What, you think so?
Oh, shit, like.
The only way to counter the boomies is with rogues.
I have just gotten locked out 3. Yeah. They used 2 solar beams to stop me from getting fucking like that back. Well,
that means no solar beams for me, XD. I'm actually like probably doing a fuck ton of healing. Oh, kill Rick James, I capped him.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
Get rid of that side.
The Spanner team already left, so...
Already left?
Ditch.
How's my healing looking? Holy fuck, dude, my healing is actually insane though.
Yeah, because I have fucking like 5 dot classes and we have like 1.
They also have no kicks. I walled, but I'm probably dead.
Yeah, we might as well just leave.
You sure? You don't think we will?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna lose in like 2 seconds anyway. I mean, our damage is pretty bad. Like,
Yeah.
like it's pretty much been one giant team fight the entire game, and like me and fucking early are like doubling every other damage on our team.
Well, dude, me and these healers are all doing over 1 million healing too, so.